Alright, I wanted to demo the AI in the latest version of the fly-by-wire mod in MSFS. People will want to know what's working in MSFS. I'll go through it very quickly. I don't know whether I'm going to publish this video as an unlisted or an actual video, but the setup does not really work very well. You tend to have sighted help, so installing the sim is not really possible as a VI individual as of yet. Narration is in the menus. You can use the arrows, but you do need to make sure several things are ticked in options first, including locked cockpit under accessibility instead of legacy mode, and that is something you cannot do if you're in legacy mode, obviously. So we think it does start on locked cockpit though, but we're not sure because locked cockpit, it still seems as though the cursor in MSFS jumps around a lot when using the keyboard.
Page 1 of 4.
That's the issue we're having during the setup, that we can't set some of the sliders, and it keeps jumping to the Microsoft logo and the link or whatever at the top of the screen instead of remaining on the wizard. So, but we've had Ivor's help and got through that. There are issues with the select departure airport screen. You cannot really search for an airport. You can, but it's very finicky. You have to use a lot of OCR, a lot of mouse. And you cannot select a gate. The list does not read properly with the narration, and using OCR I can't even get it to click on the gate. So the best way right now, and it's very rudimentary I guess, is to load a SimBrief flight plan, fs2020 format, load your plane at the runway and get the AI to go, and that's exactly what we're going to do. So a lot you can't do,
Flight training.
but we will see what we can do here. And as I say, I have installed the latest fly-by-wire mod.
Select departure, aircraft select, fly-by-wire, J icon, flight design, extra, fly-by-wire simulation,
Fly-by-wire simulation, A320 mod.
Aircraft selection, select departure airport.
I could go through this and show you all the bugs, but we'll do that for another day. That's not really the purpose of this video. So I'm pressing space on it. Now I'm having to use OCR to go to load/save.
Pop-up window with 2 options.
Now we have a pop-up window.
Load/save flight files.
Load save flight
You can save flight files.
My arrow keys are doing nothing. I don't know why. Narration is getting
.pln.
stuck, so we're just going to hit on load.
Note that .pln files will only be saved if...
And we should get an open dialog where we can open the file. Sometimes NVDA will crash when we do this. No, it did this time. So documents, fs2020 and the flight plan. We're doing East Midlands to Belfast in the A320neo, which is a new route that EasyJet recently put in. So as I say, it's going to load us on the runway. Plane is smart enough to know if you loaded a gate that you're going to be cold and dark, but I'll show you we cannot.
Runway.
Here's the runway. So you would hit enter on this, and then it brings up a nice list where you can see your runways. You can go to see it here, but there was a thing that said about there was a thing that said gates and parking, which I'm going to just about click on using this.
Aircraft selection. Switch to departure.
Oops, didn't mean to click on that.
DTY, aircraft, IF, air, switch, depart, runway.
Runway 09, that's what I'm trying to click on to customize where we're going to start. I can arrow down and it will read that runway
181 feet of bituminous.
to 7.
Aircraft selection.
But then if I arrow down again,
menu.
8 just goes to that.
Switch, runway, 20, aircraft selection
So,
and customization. Departures.
Try get, oops. No, I want runways. I'm just trying to put us to gate, but I don't believe it's
aircraft. Switch to runway.
possible. There's, here we go. Look, so gate/parking. You can click on it with OCR.
IFR.
But then you arrow, nothing works.
Aircraft
You can see it's
selection.
very messy.
Departures. Run.
Gate/parking.
Microsoft Flight Simulator 11813. Recognizing. Relying on IFS search 15 flight conditions from OEG runway. Departure for EG and arrivals. Approach. EG at -0 KT at LG navigate. Latitude. Longitude. Altitude type. 547,000 custom. Wind. Full pass 030 200 North Sea HNM 14 HNM 14 1. HNM 14 1. Microsoft Flight Simulator 1 recognized. Relying on IFS search.
IFR.
Already departure condition result. Microsoft Flight
IFR.
Yeah, I cannot get it
Aircraft.
to do it. So I have had it brought up actual gates before with OCR, but clicking on them does nothing either. So now it does bring up your flight plan.
Runway. Departures. TNT. Aircraft. IFR. East Midlands.
East Midlands,
TNT.
Trent, TNT, Listo. So it does show your flight plan, which is kind of cool. You can see your waypoints,
East
but the rest of the
Midlands,
dialogue is just
IFR,
terrible.
Search bar.
Time. I'm not going to go into time and all this stuff.
Time.
It's already set up on real time, real weather,
Slide plot.
supposedly real traffic, although that I found is rather dubious because there's all kinds of weird aircraft around that I don't know where it's pulling them from. I don't think they're on FlightAware. Like, I've seen a whole bunch of generic aircraft. I think they're just like default AI though. Nevertheless, it's going to load us on the runway, probably set up to go, but I want to try how the AI sounds in this aircraft, because this fly-by-wire mod is probably the best sounding jet this simulator has. General aviation sounds okay. I mean, obviously the frustrating thing is if you wanted to do a VFR flight, you would probably still have to load a flight plan from SimBrief or something like that in here.
Ready to fly.
Tower Airbus Alpha Sierra X-ray 320 at runway 09er, ready for departure.
So,
to all crew.
playing like this dramatic music.
Sierra X-ray 320 altimeter 29er decimal 65.252 at 17. Cleared for takeoff runway 09er.
Whilst it plays some cinematics, I'm just going to hit ready to fly.
Runway 09er, Airbus Alpha Sierra X-ray
And we're
320.
now in the cockpit. And the plane is initializing, as you can hear. Doing some rather interesting things. I gotta say, it sounds awesome. Obviously, you know, I'd rather not be on the runway, but what can you do, I guess? You can hear the weather is getting pretty thundery, actually. Outside view. Here's what we're going to do though, as I say, is we're going to shut off the engines. Wow, listen to that. So I've shut off the engines, which has got rid of all power, because I guess of the fact that well, because of the fact that we're not on APU. But I'm doing it because I want you to hear what's going on the outside, because the soundscape of the airport is pretty cool. Pretty much that, and just doing some some little, you know, kind of jaunt mess around flights in the sim is what we have right now. But yeah, this is pretty awesome, you know, what's going on here, where you've got the rain, you've got the background. That's obviously way better than anything we have in P3D, that is probably the one thing that I've found so far that's really made me kind of say, oh yeah, that's kind of nice. I mean, it's not a deal breaker, but you can definitely hear we're outside. How is the weather actually? Whoa, look at that, that's a nice showcase for you. See, we're going to be flying into some interesting conditions. Yes, there is thunderstorms now here, at least on my weather app. So this is actually correct, and it's pretty awesome that this is modelled. Right. I'm just going to leave it on this for a minute so that we can hear some of these soundscapes, because it's pretty awesome that, you know, we can hear this. I mean, you would get thunder in P3D, but not quite as good of a soundscape. Probably like stereo. Anyway, back in the cockpit, you can hear we're not even on power. I'm going to hit Control-Alt-X to get the
Recognizing. Resulting on runway.
co-pilot
Release
to
parking
do
brake.
his
Take
thing.
off on runway.
He's going to
Release
start
parking
the
brake.
engines.
Joystick button 5. Apply full throttle aircraft straight. Apply full throttle and keep. Aircraft straight, MSTV IRSS ER 01.38 JAF BWIG JAF BWIG Microsoft Flight Sim.
Obviously this is very odd. We're on the runway with no power now, starting our engines. It sounds pretty cool.
Odds 270. Odds 270. Start streaming. Stop recording. Checkbox checked. Microsoft Flight Simulator 1 18130.
I wonder when our aircraft's going to power on. Right, I think there's one engine started. Oh, hello. Whoa, 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 whoa. Calm the hell down. Alright. I've just turned the AI off. It was deciding to try and move. Which I wasn't quite ready for. Okay, well, I don't actually, did we, can we, there's flaps, I can hear them moving. Okay, yeah, I didn't, I wasn't quite expecting that. But let's turn AI on and get out of here. Alright, we're going. Maybe. It didn't set flaps, I had to do that. We're on flap 1. This is certainly interesting. Hopefully we're on the runway. Rotate. Shit in hell. Okay, we are airborne. Is the gear gonna come up or G? There goes gear. Flaps up. Okay.
Maintain 2,300 feet Airbus 320.
Hello.
On the menu. Edit.
Whoa,
Start menu.
buddy, what are you doing?
Flight fs20 left fs left expand level. Complicated run as administration side. Run as
I'm gonna run tram so I can see what this thing is doing.
Plan tool. 1 cap AC29. 1 cap AC radio. Plan IU Course ASX East TT. 80 flight 1 30 300. EG and DOC 297 12,000 TP1. VAB KK 297 Jenner. 1,840 easy. Escape to 331 12 LGTS UGC 1998. Jenner. 1998 Jenner.
Oh, we're on
flight 1000 TT. East 2 ASX 3 East 294 1 hour. East all FT 200 ASX 3 IU Course AVO AC2. AVO cap. AVO.
Yeah, I want ABO.
250 KTS. DOC 297 250 KTS.
Okay, we're at 250
DOC
knots.
1900 feet lattice. 1,800 feet latitude.
We are climbing okay.
300 2,010 feet.
2,000 feet.
East 2,007 feet. Microsoft Flight Simulator 1 1813.
Maintain 16,000 feet.
Okay, climb, maintain,
Climb and maintain
16,000
feet Airbus
okay,
320.
I guess it's gonna set it, and off we go. I'm not too convinced by this power setting right now. I mean, this is kind of how I guess it's gonna fly, like FSX Pilot or whatever, manually manipulating the throttles. So we're certainly not really climbing properly, but you know, normally they would have a lot more power in than this. I think. Well, they would. Kind of brought it all the way back, but we are climbing. You also wouldn't go to Manchester Centre out of East Midlands. There's another AI plane, or probably a real aircraft actually from FlightAware, so that's kind of cool. So I guess we just leave it now and we'll wait and see if it gets us into Belfast. Whether it's going to do flaps and all that, I don't even know.
Speedbird 139er, 4065 miles southeast. Descend and maintain 10,000 feet. Expect ILS runway 23 right approach via Mike Charlie Tango transition. Clear to Mike Charlie Tango. Descend and maintain 10,000 feet. Expect ILS runway 23 right approach via Mike Charlie Tango transition. Clear to Mike Charlie Tango Speedbird 139er 4.
Okay, there's another Speedbird, another real aircraft. So yeah, there's a lot you can't do in this sim. As you can see, the AI is very dubious. The sound engine is awesome, and you know that is one thing. It's fantastic, but you can have all the sound engines, of course, in the world. If it's not very accessible, then it doesn't make a lot of difference. Our power seems to have come in a bit now, which is good.
FS train, West flight, FS train. Property gauge 2, no next review. VABK 80.0.00. VABK 200, VOC 2000 feet status. Visibility range 318,500 feet. East 298,005, east prop. 299 degrees.
Passing 8,500
feet.
It's doing an okay job. It's maintaining 250 knots, so it is doing that. And it is following a departure of sorts that we've been cleared on. This SID has altitude restrictions, I know, at 9,000 feet, and I don't think it's stopping there, but we were cleared higher by the kind of default ATC. Obviously, there's no way for me to change this flight plan by now. It is set in stone, and I have to leave it to fly it. But it's okay. I mean, we can just sit back and relax, I guess, and if you wanted to, enjoy this flight. This is certainly. Oh, okay. I guess we just got above 10,000 feet. As you can hear, the power just came in suddenly. This is definitely bringing back memories of Tramp and Pilot. But you know, it's flying it okay. I'm just a bit concerned about how it's going to fly any kind of approach because of the fact that it was going to try and take off seemingly with no flap, and I still don't know if our gear is up. I think it is. I pressed G because it didn't seem to be doing anything. So yeah, but we seem to be okay, so let's just see how we go.
0005, easy 19er, 9er 8.
So yeah, looks like we're still climbing at least. Full power in now. Trying to go to do TFM's commands. So we're just passing 20,000 feet. I don't know what our cruise altitude was. Should have checked simply. And we're doing alright actually, 310 knots. Oh. Okay, I don't quite know what you're doing with the power, but... Oh, flight 240 was our cruise. It's only a 43-minute flight according to this, so we'll see how we do on the descent phase. I don't even know how much fuel we've got. Probably should have tried to configure that before we started the plane, if that is indeed, well, I know you're supposed to be able to do Shift plus F to load fuel in the thing, when at a gate. How accessible that would be, I don't know, because we can't get to a gate. Are we?
Descend and maintain flight level
shit.
240 Airbus 320.
Okay. Hello?
Hello?
What are you doing? Is that co-pilot awake or? Okay, yep. Level out please here. Okay, looks like we're alright. How not too sure why it climbed above it for a second there and then came back down. I don't even know, to be honest with you, whether it's set standard pressure for us. Oh, this is so sketcy. What are you?
ES 305 kts.
Whoa, what are
ES
you?
0 feet. Visibility rate 324,007 feet.
What are you doing? That power's kind of.
ES 24,007 feet.
Let me
Microsoft.
go to the outside. Okay. Don't quite know how full power now. It's now it's spooling all the way down.
Airbus 320, please expedite your descent flight level 240.
We are at flight level 240. Well, supposedly. I don't know what the hell you're doing. What are you doing? Why are you powering back up now? Oh my god. Oh, this is awful. This is like... Okay, it's now climbing. I mean, the speed looks pretty stable. I think we're following the plan, but part of the issue is I don't think our altimeter's probably set. That's the least of our concerns right now. At least we're stable enough, I suppose. I don't know what's going on with our engines though.
Airbus 320, please expedite your descent flight level 240.
We are at 240. It's on a different altimeter. I wonder if we
FS train,
hold on.
Microsoft Flight Simulator 18130. B.
What if we hit B
FS train, 112. FS
to do the altimeter? Will that work?
FS train, no next. PADK 83. Custom plan to fly 180 AC. I need 3 hour. East 24,001. Missouri range 24,190 feet. East 24,190 feet. Missouri 0 feet slash min. Missouri 24,180 feet.
I don't know. Well, the AI is set at 24,000 like 200 feet.
Missouri 0 feet slash min.
At 0 feet a minute. I don't know what it's doing. Like,
Microsoft.
oh wow.
Options
Oops.
menu.
Didn't mean to hit that.
Page 1 of 0.
Yeah. Let's see, are there any cool,
D. This PC window D. D. Download. Item FS 2020.
wait, no, yeah.
FS 2020.
Are there any cool
Download window.
views?
Microsoft Flight Simulator 1. FS Roll Cover Push Shift plus P. Roll Top Delegate Control Pilot Seat. Roll Increase Cowl Lap Shift plus CTRL plus Increase Roll Cockpit slash External Roll Cover Drone Roll Cockpit slash External View End. Roll Cover Drone Insert. Cover Drone Dash. Insert.
Insert. Yeah. I don't have an insert key on this keyboard
Roll
anymore.
Cockpit Down Shift plus Down.
Not right now, anyway.
Microsoft.
But maybe. Hey, look, we can do that. It's kind of cool. Whiz around the cockpit. This thing has a cabin, so we can't walk back into the cabin. But
Roll Cockpit Left Shift plus Left. Roll Cockpit Right Shift plus Right. Roll Cockpit Left Shift plus Up. Roll Cockpit View CTRL plus Up. Roll Cockpit View Rear CTRL plus Down. Roll Cockpit View Right CTRL plus Right. Roll Cockpit View Left CTRL. Roll Cockpit View Second Q. Microsoft
Q.
Q.
Oh yeah, okay. There's the different cockpit views. Look, I can hear the avionics
Q.
like changing to the left and right.
Q. Q. Q.
Doesn't really do much, but
Q.
okay.
Drone top down. Use CTRL plus space.
I've never got this to work. Drone top-down view.
CTRL plus space. Carrier return.
Control space. Nothing happens.
FS down. External view left. CTRL plus left. Microsoft Flight Simulator 18130. External view rear CTRL plus down. Roll external view top CTRL plus up. Roll cover party brake CTRL plus 1 Roll cover cockpit plus. Roll cover basic control panel CTRL plus C. Roll select 1 plus F1. Roll select 4. Roll back to main menu end. Roll change aircraft F11. Roll deliveries F12. Roll specifications F10.
Okay, well, I mean,
Microsoft Flight Simulator 18130.
I was just trying to see if I could get the drone view on. That was all. To get like a flyby view, but because I think that would sound pretty awesome. But oh well. Well, we can't be too far from
FS train 112. Menu. Custom flight FS train.
descending, right?
Net frequency at 0.00. Net 80 flight autopilot flight HDG 25.5 max tank. Altitude at 24,100. All check speed at altitude at 24,100.
Yeah, like why is it set altitude to 24,100?
Activate. Altitude select 2. Select 4. 0, 0, 0. All check altitude at 24,000.
What happens if I change it?
All check speed at 0, 0, 0, 0.
Hello. That's a nice sound. Yeah.
Airbus 320 descend and maintain 12,000 feet.
Okay, now we got to descend at 12,000 feet.
Descend and maintain 12,000 feet Airbus
So
320.
yeah, go do that, co-pilot.
Vertical speed at 1,100. FT airspeed at 290.
Doing a 290. That works. Okay. Let's try and land this thing in Belfast if we can.
-2,000 feet slash altitude optic speed east 294, 23,190 feet. Simulator 1, 18, Microsoft Flight Simulator 1, 18130.
Right, well we're flying, still on a descent, but I need to go do something. How do we, how the hell do we pause this?
Minus 2,000 feet slash minutes. With rating 17,000 feet, 294 with 17,070 feet. Microsoft Flight.
Okay, well here's how we pause it. We go escape. We leave it on this menu.
Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.
I think that means we can get back to it,
fs20
doesn't it?
dispatch output, 27,
So hold on guys,
check box, settings, exit button.
I'll be back.
Start virtual camera check, pause button, undock pause recording check, terrain display slash hide. Object review, start pause recording check.
Go
Start virtual
cursor.
map 1.
Oh,
Microsoft FS Row 1 column 3. On menu, FS custom flight, FS tram.
okay, close
Object
champ
7,
because
0.
it's getting in the way.
Stop recording checkbox check, stop recording. Studio mode settings button, exit button, start virtual pause recording checkbox not checked. Pause recording,
There we go.
Pause not checked, pause recording.
Alright, we're back.
Microsoft.
We had to go grab some food.
Airbus 320, please expedite your descent 12,000 feet. 119er decimally 75 for Ryanair 6621.
Okay, there goes the Ryanair ahead of us. I guess that's another real world. Hopefully.
Altitude set to recap downloads row 1 FS 2020 FS 2020 hot map. Text edit. Mid stop. Flex FS 19 collapse FS tram collapse 40 level. Over figures run as administrator.
Hopefully we are descending here.
Screen review GTHGC T support 8 speeds possible point off please never speed. With 15,340 feet. These speed 15,310 feet.
We are. Quite slowly, but
Minus 2,000 feet slash minute.
it just seems to climb at 2,000 feet a minute and descend at 2,000 feet a minute. It doesn't, you know, it doesn't really follow any specific arrival restrictions. But, okay, I guess.
With 301 minus 2,000 feet slash minute. With 14,250 feet.
Airbus 320 descend and maintain 4,000 feet.
Descend and maintain 4,000 feet Airbus 320.
Alright, Airbus 320 is a great call sign, by the way. Absolutely fantastic. I like it. Very, very original. You know, this is obviously a real world flight that would happen every day. Airbus 320. And so we're now descending to 4,000 feet, supposedly.
Airbus 320 contact Scottish Center on 119er decimal 875.
Okay. Not sure why we're going to Scottish Centre. We're going into Belfast, Ireland.
875 Airbus 320.
But yeah.
Scottish Center Airbus
Maybe they'll hand us
Sierra
off to
X-ray
approach a bit
320
later
is
on.
passing 10,900 feet, descending 4,000 feet.
The audio ducks when the ATC goes off, which is interesting.
Continue to Bravo Echo Lima as planned.
Okay,
Airbus
we will.
320, you are 27 miles east. Keep speed not above 210 knots. Expect ILS Zulu runway 25 approach by D127P transition. Clear to D127P.
Well, the default
Keep speed not
ATC
above
is
210
pretty
knots. Expect ILS
okay.
Zulu runway
I mean,
25 approach
it's
by
not quite.
D127P transition. Clear to
I'd say
D127P
it's
Airbus
similar to
320.
Pro ADC by the sounds of it, but not quite as good. I mean, obviously. There we go. Now we're going over approach. Obviously, it hasn't given us as much detail. It's never vectored anyone, although really should vector, but
Sierra X-ray 320 is passing 8,900 feet, descending 4,000
East
feet.
208,700 feet. West Minus 2,000 feet flat. ESC 200 minus 2,000 feet. 272 degrees. 270 degrees. Result 200 East 8,000 feet. Minus 2,000 feet slash ESC 209 300 kts.
I don't know why are we still at 300 knots, by the way.
FS2. Microsoft.
Oh, I think it's trying. It is trying to slow down.
Slash.
I wonder if slash does anything. Probably not.
FS2020. FS2020. FS straight roller column 3. FS2020. FS2020. Microsoft flights. FS straight roller column 2. FS custom bracket. EG plane. WK. Plane.
Wow.
VAB 200 ESC 297 minus 3 minus 2,000 feet. ES 200 VAB K 0.001. 0 VA 200 ES minus 30 degrees. 7,000 EC 200 drop. 1040 ID report EC 1 flight radio. 1 cover radio. EC 100 drop. EC 7,000 minus 2,050 feet slash min. ESC 200 VAB K 885 kts.
Okay, the speed is coming down. Slowly. Wow. I guess we should probably do the flaps. I don't really trust it. So, let's just see if we do that, if it can get us on the runway.
ESC 280 kts.
280 knots through. Oh, I actually tried to use TFO there. It's not even open.
Minus 1950 feet. 6,000 EC 296,160 feet.
280 knots through 6,000 feet. Pretty awesome. Supposed to be at 250 or less, but sure no one will notice.
Minus 19 ESC 290 kts.
Ooh, wow. Still at 280 knots. To be fair, I mean this AI is I suppose for only for GA really, but it supposedly works in jets, but on this evidence it's dubious. But yeah, it's just kind of fun to play around with this thing. Oh look, you can definitely hear there's some rain there coming in on the aircraft. That's pretty cool. Right, as we level out here, we should,
ES 270 kts.
I hope, slow down.
ES 270 kts. ESC minus 750 feet slash ES 200 VAB 260 kts.
There we go, look, we're finally beginning to slow down now, we're leveling out here.
VAB 255 kts. E 250 kts. Gas off. E 250 kts.
I mean, are you going to slow us down, AI? I assume you are.
E 250 kts.
Now would be a great time, but
ESC 250 kts. ES 250 kts. ESC 0 4,060 feet. 0 ESC 297 12,114 250 kts.
I wonder if I can.
20 descend and maintain 2,000.
HPG 25 degrees 250.
I wonder if I can enter speed.
Descend and maintain 2,500 feet Airbus
Can I enter
320.
like 180 knots? Does that?
Airspeed at 250.
Maybe not.
No previous activate. 250 selected. 1. Selection removed. 8. 0. High airspeed at 250.
Yeah, I can't.
No previous high airspeed at 250.
Shush.
Speed minus 1900 feet south. Speed minus 19 minus 19. Wizard range 3005. East 200 drop. East 3 episodes. Minus 19 ESC 260 kts.
Oh, oh wow. Okay. Well, this is new.
FS straight roller column 2. Menu. F custom bracket. Minus 1,250. Minus 1,100 feet slash min. Alt. 0 for 125 degrees max 90. Alt. East 290. 2,800. 2,000 drop. 200 drop. East 2,000 surface. Minus 800 feet. ESC 255 kts. Microsoft flight signal.
The speed, AI speed.
No next bottom. Line. Top.
Wait.
Top. Line.
Like,
Under. FS custom bracket. FS straight. Lines.
whoa, what's that?
250 feet. Lines 0.40. Lines 250 feet. Object review. 250 feet.
You can't
High
approach
speed
at
at
250 knots, AI.
High airspeed at 250 feet.
You
Minus 100
can't.
feet slash 8.
20U, 10
270
miles, east of Alder Group.
East 209, 2,600 feet. Push over 301 minutes. Minus 200 feet. ESC 209, 245 kts.
Jesus, slow
Tower on
down.
118.3 Airbus 320.
ESC 145 kts.
Please.
Alder Grove Tower Airbus Alpha Sierra X-Ray 320 miles northeast inbound ILS Zulu runway 25 approach.
Whoa, hello.
Airbus Alpha Sierra X-Ray 320.
You can't put the gear down now.
Altimeter 29.62 and 19
It's a bit early.
Minus ESC 209, 2,114.5 kts.
Okay.
Alder Grove Tower Airbus
I guess.
Alpha
Yep,
Sierra
put the
X-Ray
gear down at
320 inbound
240
ILS
knots.
Zulu
Why not?
runway 25 approach.
Now you're putting flaps out.
Sierra X-Ray 320 Alder Grove Tower.
At least it's doing the flaps, but I think we were a bit fast for it.
ESC 110 kts.
Alder Grove Tower Airbus Alpha Sierra X-Ray 320 inbound ILS Zulu runway
Okay.
25 approach.
200 knots.
ESC minus 1,100 feet.
Coming in hot. Negative 1,100 feet a minute.
Microsoft Flight Simulator 130.
Right, I'm just gonna leave it and hope for the best.
Airbus 320 and 282 and 8. Cleared to land runway 25.
Yeah, thanks for that. We're trying.
Cleared to land runway 25 Airbus 320.
Yeah, we really are trying here, but
FS strength, welcome to Unknown.
AI is
FS strength, Robert.
kind of screwing us over. Okay,
1,000
1,000 feet.
0.8, 100 ESC minus 300, 1,000 ESC 200 250 knots.
What's our
ESC
speed?
ESC 155 kts.
Okay, it's just about. After all that bungling, it's just about got us on a stable approach. By the looks of it.
150 kts.
150 knots. Yeah, that'll do. Stay there. Keep it right there.
ESC minus 900 feet /min.
Negative 900 feet a minute. I think we might actually be able to land this, folks, somehow. That approach, well, it proves that AIE is not really for jets. But this is okay. Now.
500.
Too low, terrain.
Yeah.
Too low, terrain.
Yeah.
Too low, terrain.
People have had
Too
this
low,
before.
terrain.
Disregard, terrain
Too low,
warning.
terrain.
We are not interested. Go
Too
away.
low, terrain.
Shush.
Microsoft
Too
Flight.
low.
Get a nice outside view for people. All the settings are on ultra because they're stuck there and I can't move them down. So
Too low,
hopefully
terrain.
my PC can handle it and
Too low,
hopefully
terrain.
it looks awesome for you.
Too low, terrain.
Probably
Too low,
no,
terrain.
the sim. It's in
Too
window.
low,
It's
terrain.
in like a minimized or
Too
something.
low, terrain.
But who knows?
20. Retard.
Shit! Oh!
Airbus 320 contact ground on 121.755.
121.755 for Airbus 320.
Well, well, that sounded firm. I think we're down.
Recognizing AVO OFT/ATS 15 0.0 0.02 080 flip flight autopilot 200 241 Microsoft flights FS strength welcome to. Edit link FS custom flight FS strength.
There's thunderstorms going on.
0 feet 15 feet ESC 297 15 ESC 0 feet 200 ESC 290 280 feet.
What's our
ESC 290 front 250 90 course 250 degrees.
well, our heading is 250 and we were supposed to land I think on runway 25, weren't we? So
Front ESC 294 1 hour.
I mean,
dialog alt F Alder belt route deradar course 290 alt F
yeah,
Alder route deradar course 117 alt FT 250 Lake M.
oh no, were we? What were we even supposed to land on?
alt FT Alder route.
I don't know, I'd have to watch the video back, I wasn't even paying attention.
Belt IPSET route deradar course 316 belt route deradar course 290 alt FT 447 kts. IPS belt route deradar course 290 alt F.
Yeah, okay, maybe we were on the right heading. Maybe we were on the right runway heading. Right, are you gonna like taxi us now or?
200 IPSET deradar 280 feet. IPSET front 289 degrees. ID 294 degrees. ID 299 degrees.
Oh, looks like it is moving us.
ID AC 25. ID 308 degrees. Front IPSET 200 LD 0 feet. Alder deradar 110 kts.
At 10 knots, so looks like we are taxiing.
Microsoft.
Pretty awesome sounds. Look at the weather's not great here, is it? I just love that landing. 20. Oh wow, that did not sound great, did it? I mean, it sounded pretty nice as we rolled down the runway, but yeah. Okay, well we are taxiing. I don't know where we're taxiing to, because we didn't get any taxi instructions, did we? So... But, yeah, okay.
FS right, 1.2. Oh no, FS flag FF, no next 200 I said the radar 3 from 250 ID course FT 251 degrees, 251 degrees, I 251 degrees, ID AC, ADO, AC, ID 251 degrees, from I said 200 LD radius, 0 feet slash mid, altimeter radar 15 KTS.
Well, we are moving still. I wonder if it's going to put us on a stand. That would be pretty cool. It's pretty awesome now that it's actually taxiing the aircraft for us. That bit of the technology is really cool.
Altimeter 5 KTS, altimeter 0 fest, LD radar 270 feet. I said the radar 300 from 250 degrees.
Oh, it's just cleaning up the aircraft for us. It's just pulled the flaps in. Oh, okay. Okay. I guess we're on a stand then, AI. I guess we're on a stand. Yeah. Okay, and apparently it decided that was the end of our flight.
Microsoft Flight Simulator
Oh
1,
wow,
130,
this sim,
recognizing,
like,
document.
it's worth it just for the memes.
Plan tools, ADO, AC 20 LFT 5 0.9 0 net 2 0.80 flippant fly holding on.
I mean,
Microsoft Flight Simulator.
okay. I was kind of hoping to go to an outside view there and just enjoy the airport for a minute, but I guess not. Also, yeah, there was no like APU or anything on there, so it just shut off the engines and the plane died. But this is AI and this is a external add-on, so interesting. Well,
FS right, 1.2. Oh no. FS custom flight.
I don't know whether I'll upload this video. If I do, then well, you're lucky. I guess I might just make it unlisted. It really wasn't great production value, but you know, it was just kind of
Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.
messing around, and I guess we sort of completed a full flight. I don't really know what happened there. I'm assuming we got to the stand, but yeah.
Odds 27. Stop pause recording checkbox not checked. Pause recording. Start virtual camera checkbox not exit button. Settings box video mode stop recording checkbox checked. Stop recording.